So I wanted a few words about just how to use the mental health spectrum. As you can see, it's divided into four very sort of clear categories. But the numbers within each category are meant to help see that you can be quite fluid within those categories. And even in some cases, you might see aspects of yourself in all four. So we're looking at kind of creating a general aggregate position, just so you can then see how much and what level of work might be useful for you to build your resilience. So let me talk through each of these categories. The first one is the dysfunctional, and that means you've had some very serious difficulties in functioning in life. You've probably been given labels like schizophrenic or psychotic, or you've probably been on medication, and this, depending on the severity or the currentness of this, the knowledge, doing something like the knowledge, is not going to be very useful. What's needed is day-to-day management and getting your feet on the ground. Yeah. We move into the next stage, which is the neurotic. This is not quite a place where you feel comfortable. It feels like you're just struggling to keep your head above the water. And there can be a lot of anxiety or depression, mood swings, and life is still pretty much a struggle, but you're probably functioning. This is where the knowledge can be really powerfully valuable for you, because this part of the knowledge is where you build and develop your adult ego state, the strengthening of your boundaries, the sense of yourself, and that's really important for our functioning in life, enabling us to actually protect ourselves and build strong boundaries around ourselves, so that we don't feel so vulnerable or got at or in some way attacked. So this stage is very useful. I think the key thing is, do you think you can manage to be in a group for 3 days? And I think if the answer is yes to that, then no matter how wobbly you are, you're probably in this group. The next stage is what I call normal. So in this stage, you've got what we call normal, being everyday life, you're functioning. People wouldn't know that you struggle with anything. But I think in this area, actually having more understanding and support can be really, really powerful and effective in moving us up the spectrum. So in the normal category, I'm talking about, you do have mood swings, you do have anxieties, but they don't overwhelm, and they come and they go. And anyone outside wouldn't know that you struggle. However, and this is the key thing, maybe there is a feeling of somehow something missing, or not fulfilling potential, or some sense of frustration with your life, or unhappiness, and that you have to, as it were, paddle quite fast just to keep yourself afloat. So the image of the swan comes to mind, of paddling really hard underneath, but we don't see that. Everyone else just sees this fairly functional, normal life going on. And then we move to the fourth category, which is, I'm calling healthy. And ironically, for a lot of psychological professions, we don't tend to focus a lot on this. We're dealing often with people that are really struggling at the other end. But to me, this continuum is something that I'm working with people all the time. Wherever we start and wherever we've been, this is the goal. This is the purpose of mental health. It's a bit like a physical trainer only stopping when someone no longer limps. Whereas what we want is someone being able to run and really excel in their health and their energy. So on the mental health level, this fourth level is actually probably the most important for me. And this is where learning the models of the knowledge enables us to really move, if you like, from the normal category into the highly functional category of being really effective, being able to help others, and feeling actually most of the time that we're in a very good space, that we're kind of in the groove or in the flow. And the aim of life surely is to experience that, and that happiness, that sense of purpose and meaning. And this is where I think the knowledge can be very useful for movement. Looking at where you are in these four, can really help you work out, do I need to be looking at strengthening my sense of self? That would be the so-called neurotic area. And with the normal area, we do need to look at what is it that's causing me to have to work so hard underneath just to manage an ordinary life, or what is it that I'm missing? And if you're in the so-called healthy category, you'd be looking at how you can fine-tune your narratives and use the understanding of these psychological models not only to find greater happiness and purpose and meaning in your life, but also to be able to help others do that. So I hope that's valuable for you, and keep your eye open for other videos where I'll be talking to you about the mental health spectrum and the knowledge and the whole concept of psychoeducational development so we can improve our mental health. Thanks for watching.